We have not found what we sought. But what have we found?
Not orcs.
Elves?
Nay, not elves. Elves do not walk in Ithilien these days, and elves are wondrous fair to look upon, or so 'tis said.
Meaning we're not, I take it. And when you've finished discussing us, perhaps you'll say who you are, and why you can't let two tired travellers rest.
I am Faramir, captain of Gondor, and there are no travellers in this land, only the servants of the Dark Tower of the White.
We are neither, and travellers we are, whatever Captain Faramir may say.
Then make haste to declare yourselves and your errand. Where is the third of your company?
Third?
The skulking fellow that we saw with his nose in the pool down yonder. Some spying breed of orc, I guess. He gave us the slip by some fox trick.
I do not know where he is. He is only a wretched, gangrel creature, but I have him under my care for a while. If you come upon him, spare him and send him to us. As for us, we are hobbits of the Shire. Frodo, son of Drogo, is my name, and with me is Samwise, son of Hamfast. We have come by long ways out of Rivendell.
Out of Rivendell?
Yes. 7 companions we had. One we lost in Moria. The others we left at Pathgarlan above Rauros. 2 of my kin, a dwarf there was also, and an elf, and 2 men, Aragorn and Boromir.
Boromir? Boromir, son of Lord Denethor. You came with him. He was High Warden of the White Tower and our Captain General. What had you to do with him?
Are the riddling words known to you that Boromir brought to Rivendell? Seek for the sword that was broken. In Imladris it dwells.
The words are known indeed. It is some token of your truth that you also know them.
Aragorn, whom I named, is the bearer of the sword that was broken, and we are the halflings that the rhyme spoke of.
And what of Isildur's bane?
That is hidden. Doubtless it will be made clear in time.
Hidden? Is not that because you choose to hide it?
No, not because I choose. It does not belong to me or to any mortal, great or small. Though if any could claim it, it would be Aragorn, the leader of our company from Moria to Rauros.
Why he, and not Boromir, prince of the city that was founded by the sons of Elendil?
Because Aragorn is descended in direct lineage from Isildur, Elendil's son. And the sword that he bears is Elendil's sword.
The sword of Elendil?
Maybe. But so great a claim will need to be established if Aragorn comes to Minas Tirith.
Boromir was satisfied of that claim. He will tell you when he comes.
So, Boromir will tell us when he comes. Were you a friend of Boromir?
He was a valiant member of our company. Yes, I was his friend for my part.
Then you would grieve to learn that Boromir was dead.
I would grieve indeed. Dead? Do you mean that he is dead and that you knew it? You've been trying to trap me in words, playing with me. How then did he die, and how do you know of it?
I had hoped that his friend and companion might tell me the manner of his death.
But he was alive and strong when we parted. And he lives still, for all that I know, though surely there are many perils in the world.
Many indeed. And treachery not the least.
Look, begging your pardon, Mr. Frodo, but this has gone on long enough. He's no right to talk to you like this after all you've been through. Now, see here, Captain. Let's come to the point. If you think my master murdered this Boromir and then ran away, well, you've got no sense, but say it. Have done.
Patience! Do not speak before your master, whose wit is greater than yours. You asked, Frodo, how do I know that the son of Denethor is dead? Tidings of death have many wings, and night oft brings news to near kindred. Boromir was my brother. Do you remember aught of special mark that Boromir bore with him?
I remember that Boromir bore a horn.
11 days ago, at about this hour, I heard the blowing of that horn. From the northward it seemed, but dim, as if it were but an echo in the mind. On the 3rd night after, a stranger thing befell me. I sat at night by the waters of Anduin, under the pale moon. I saw, or it seemed that I saw, a boat of strange fashion, with a high prow, almost filled with clear water, and lapped in the water, a warrior lay asleep. About his waist he wore a strange belt of linked golden leaves. It was Boromir, my brother. dead. The boat passed on into the night, like a dream, and yet there was no waking. And I do not doubt that he is dead and has passed down the river to the sea.
Alas, that was indeed Boromir. For the golden belt was given to him in Lothlorien by the Lady Galadriel.
You passed through the land of Lorien?
Yes.
Much that is strange about you I begin to understand. Oh, Boromir, what did she say to you? The lady that dies not.
Oh.
But it was no dream, for the horn returned in truth and not in seeming. It was found cloven in two in the reeds below the infalls of the Entwash, and now lies upon the lap of Denethor, as he sits in his high chair waiting for news.
Your tale fills me with dread. For if Boromir was slain, then I must fear that all my companions perished too. And they were my kindred and my friends. Oh, I'm weary and full of grief and afraid. But I have a deed to do, or to attempt, before I too am slain. Go back, Faramir, and defend your city while you may. And let me go where my doom takes me. Will you not put aside your doubt of me now, and let me go?
I doubt you no longer, Frodo. But I cannot do as you ask. I should now take you back to Minas Tirith, there to answer to Denethor, and my life will justly be forfeit if I now choose a course that proves ill for my city. So I will not decide in haste what is to be done. We will go to a secret place we have, some 10 miles from here. There we may rest for a while. In the morning I will decide what is best for me to do, and for you. I thought it better not to pursue the matter of Isildur's bane in the open before many men. But I think you were not wholly frank with me, Frodo.
I told no lies, Faramir, and all the truth I could.
I do not blame you. You spoke with skill in a hard place, but I learned more from you than your words said. You were not friendly with Boromir, or you did not part in friendship. Isildur's bane, I would hazard that was what lay between you and bred contention in your company. Though what it is, I know not. I remember only that I heard of it in a tale told by Mithrandir when I was a child.
Mithrandir? You knew Gandalf? He was the leader of our company.
And where is he now?
He was lost in Moria.
An evil fate seems to have pursued your company. But fear me not. I have no desire for this thing which Isildur took from the enemy. I would not take it if it lay by the highway. Not were Minas Tirith falling in ruin, and I alone could save her, using the weapon of the Dark Lord for her good and my glory. No, I do not wish for such triumph.
Neither did the Council of Elrond, nor do I. I have nothing to do with such matters.
For myself, I would see the white tree in flower again in the courts of the kings, and the silver crown return, and Minas Tirith in peace. But now, you must pardon me. It is a command that no stranger, not even one of Rohan that fights with us, shall see the path we now go on. I must blindfold you.
Very well.
Let them see!
Well, I never, Mr. Frodo. We're behind a waterfall. Just look at the colors. It's just like being inside a rainbow.
At least by good chance we came at the right hour to reward you for your patience. This is the window of the sunset, Kenneth Arnoon, fairest of all the falls of Ithilien, land of many fountains. Few strangers have ever seen it. But there is no kingly hall to match it, only what meager hospitality we can provide within our cave. Enter now, and take your rest.
You don't say much in all your tales about the elves, sir.
No, indeed, Master Samwise, for I am not learned in elven lore. Yet there are among us still some who have dealings with elves, and ever and anon one will go in secret to Lorien, seldom to return. Not I. Yet I envy you that you have spoken with the White Lady. She must be perilously fair.
Well, I don't know about perilous. Perhaps you could call her perilous because she's so strong in herself. You could dash yourself to pieces on it, like a ship on a rock, or be drowned yourself like a hobbit in a river. But neither rock nor river would be to blame. It strikes me that folk takes their peril with them into Lorien, and finds it there because they brought it. Now, Boromir...
Yes. Now, Boromir, you would say. What would you say? He took his peril with him.
Yes, sir. Begging your pardon. And as fine a man as your brother was, if I may say so. But you've been warm on the scent all along. I watched Boromir all down the road from Rivendell, looking after my master, as you'll understand. And it's my opinion that in Lorien he first saw clearly what I guessed sooner, what he wanted. From the moment he first saw it, he wanted the enemy's ring.
Sam.
Huh? Oh, save me. There I go again. Now, look here, sir. Don't you go taking advantage of my master because his servant's no better than a fool. You've spoken very handsome all along and put me off my guard. But handsome is as handsome does. Now's a chance to show your quality.
So it seems. So that is the answer to all the riddles. The one ring that was thought to have perished from the world. And Boromir tried to take it by force. And you escaped and ran all the way to me. And here in the wild, I have you. 2 halflings and a host of men at my call. And the ring of rings. A chance for Faramir, captain of Gondor, to show his quality.
Draw your sword, Sam. Stand by me.
Alas for Boromir. It was too sore a trial. How you have increased my sorrow, you 2 strange wanderers from a far country, bearing the peril of men. We are truth speakers, we men of Gondor. I said, not if I found it on the highway would I take it. Even if I were such a man as to desire this thing, and even though I knew not clearly what this thing was when I spoke, still I should take those words as a vow, and be held by them. But I am not such a man, for I am wise enough to know that there are some perils from which a man must flee. Sit at peace. Be comforted, Samwise. If you seem to have stumbled, think that it was fated to be so. It was safe to declare this thing to me. It may even help the master whom you love. Well, Frodo, at last we understand each other. If you took this thing on yourself, unwilling, at others' asking, then you have pity and honor from me. And I marvel at you. To keep it hid and not to use it. You are a new people and a new world to me. But tell me, if you will, whither you wish to go and what to do, for I must watch and wait and think.
Yes, I was going to find a way to Mordor. I was going to Gorgoroth. Must find the mountain of fire and cast the ring into the gulf of doom. Gandalf's...
Mr. Frodo.
Help me to carry him, Master Samwise.
Yes, sir. Think I shall ever get there.
Here, sir. Here we are, sir. Here. Now, I reckon he's just about all in.
Yeah, he will sleep soundly tonight.
I'll see to him now. It's all right, sir. Good night, Captain. And you took the chance, sir.
Did I, sir?
Oh, yes, sir. And showed your quality. The very highest.
The praise of the praiseworthy is above all rewards. Yet there was naught in this to praise. I had no love or desire to do other than I have done.
Ah, well, sir, but I will say this. You have an air that reminds me of, well, Gandalf. Of wizards.
Maybe. Maybe you discern from far away the air of Númenor. Good night.